We were in the trash. Thanks for blessing the rune. That's a rock in a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down with me. Is that an airplane? How's something like that wind up the school's garbage pit? Let's roll. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed and pulled, or kicked and pulled, or kicked and pulled and pushed it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I search for some water. How can I be sure that which liquids which I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. It feels like I'm blocked on all sides, but that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making a proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was up dog. Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left, after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. Gakrunch. What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, a pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Rini Mew with the 63 daily slimes. Hello, how are you? I was surprendered that you wasn't here in the start. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Got to get back to work on the camera so I can't stay in shot. Oh no, are they onto you? They're like, that Rini girl, she's standing and looking at some Twitches all day. You better put up a camera on her. Good luck with the work. No, just lol. Just working at the first of the stores for now. Oh. Good luck. Thank you for stopping by. Did a giant piece of shit trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash, rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
She has noodles. Front of the store. Autocorrect doesn't make sense. First of the store. Ah, that makes a bit more sense. Bye bye. Kyoto?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way down toward my stomach, where the acid would take care of it, and then would go out of my... Okay. Ew, that really hit the spot. Now I got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why do you come to rescue me?
So,
To pay a debt or not, to atone. Atone?
you...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew that you knew that I knew that you knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. What? Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope Peaks Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope Peaks?
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I have no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible.
Huh?
Amnesia? Then is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and then I woke up, and then I fainted again. I was trapped there.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I had come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because?
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could even also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you're saying is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us? If you believe that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself. Which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Oh, hi Kyoko. We are talking with Kyoko. She had noodles on her heads. How are you? Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could be in the mastermind.
I understand.
I am useless.
I should understand everything.
Welcome back, Rinnemew, with your 35 stream streak. What the fuck? Thank you.
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never ask you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had reason for doing all the investigation on your own. So how did that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot of I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose, my ability.
You mentioned your ability.
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I am the ultimate detective. Because she can dig up the past.
The ultimate detective?
correct.
And that's the reason I came to Hope Peaks Academy. There was someone I had to find here, in the school.
You had to find someone? Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope Peaks Academy.
The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child, and as it turned out, he became the headmaster of Hope Peaks.
Kyoko's dad is Hope Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
I,
I find a way.
Huh?
Oh,
I,
no matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
no matter what?
The cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I,
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
however,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I say the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said that what I felt best and what I've seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then, what did you see in there?
so,
The room has been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found.
But why there?
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entire of Home Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Makoto's file and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured that the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that was true, the room would likely have all more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor room of doors didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So, what was it like, the part of the school I mean?
It's hard to describe. All I can say is,
I,
the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
What do you mean?
so,
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you get your chance soon enough.
It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous.
however,
Of course, once I got to the signal, there was no cameras or monitors.
I,
Ah. It's the same.
so,
Let's roll. What the fuck?
However,
Okay, we have skipped that. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
It had to do with Mokoro Ikusawa, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mokoro Ikusawa was to get me killed.
To get you killed?
indeed,
I stole the key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Peaks Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with the rules in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trade to do it.
The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind himself is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mokoro Ikusawa.
What's that?
There was a point where Mokoro may not have There was a point where Mokoro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto.
I could have been the victim?
indeed,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you mean...
I think we've seen this scene most of all the scenes in the game.
during the night?
I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
What?
I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away, then as I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the mouse assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised and the dojo key went up in my room. It all had to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use class trait to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mokoro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed,
I don't have a conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trait to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. It's not just Mokoro. They needed the class trait to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh?
Makoto,
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The other ultimate despair?
There's no doubt that Mokoro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not?
indeed,
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused the event.
You're talking about...
that's right.
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The stores got shut down.
The tragedy, whoever is responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It would seem,
The despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Then they're...
indeed,
Make no mistake. They are the root of all evil that have forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Yay, we're done with chapter 5. To be continued. Whoa. Oh, it's a rocket. It's a rocket, nothing else. Oy. We want to say
The ultimate despair, a group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperate, awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now,
right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
yeah, you're right. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. For fuck's sake. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that lets you go from Headmaster's room.
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the Mastermind. I would never part with it.
And you can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use the key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out.
Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the hole.
How's it going, Kyoko? Tee-hee. I see what you're doing. Welcome back again, Rinnemew. Is the camera pointing away from you? I'm putting away groceries, lol. Ah.
And then, click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape through the garbage pit.
Have you found any fun groceries? By the way. I'm in the back to get shelves and stuff. Oh. So Rinny really says that she sneaks away to the stock room to watch Twitch. Oh my. Rinny.
We were finally free, but there wasn't even time to take brief relief. Because the real fight has just begun.
I bought some stuff for New Year's Eve. Oh. Alcohol and fireworks? Question mark. Or is it food? It's not food. Okay. Sometimes. Fireworks are illegal. I also have alcohol, but no fireworks. Nobody has fireworks. Imagine if you two are living neighbors. That would be cool. I guess. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate exclusion, ultimate death. I can't afford them all. Make your own. I'm making prime rib roast, roasted chickens, broccoli, roasted green beans, and roasted mashed potatoes. I see. It sounds nice. I think. What is a prime rib?
After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent of reaching the surface.
Prime rib is a dessert in cinnamon rolls and cheesecake. Oh. I am a big piece of beef. What? That's an angle. Nobody look.
The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended.
Is she wearing shorts?
We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey,
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said it, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help me keep my mind of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you.
On my way for dinner. Yay! Everyone going to Kyoko for dinners.
You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work?
How long?
so...
Ever since I can remember. And my memory came back 5 minutes ago, so I get for 5 minutes. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time where being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
Then is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
But, huh? How come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
Because we take pride in it.
pride? What the hell is that?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, because we are better than them. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort?
He is looking straight up the skirt. Damn it, Makoto. Somehow.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, our source is our pride.
Pride? What the hell is that? So that explains. Before I came here, I was looking up info about the school online and never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family?
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
In order to enter Hope Peak, I had to reveal myself. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope Peaks, it was because of that how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Huh? But you're reuniting after all these years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There's something I want to say to him though.
What?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him fast to fast.
What is it?
so...
I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever?
The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and He simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with you.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was compared to her usual self. She was more talkative and more emotional.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
so
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That is why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family? To just cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family?
Only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So I let one rip, right into her face. I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after, I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of this door is Hope Peak waiting for us.
We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should be open without much trouble.
Well, here goes nothing. I reached my hand right up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease and... Looks like we're back.
Phew.
But I can't believe how long the ladder was. I'm exhausted.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at the least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope Peaks Academy. I'm so fucking happy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
So, what do we do now? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but is the mastermind punch out? I'm worried about you two help me, so they might.
Listen.
You're worried?
Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Konokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
But wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we are found out. And it's not like we can run away. What's happening?
As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry. What you think is gonna happen? What you think is going to happen isn't.
because
Because the mastermind is the one ensnared.
The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So,
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation of Makoru's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'd be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going.
Yo. Yo. First things first, we have gambling addiction. We give it a shot.
We take 10 at a time. We got Vasur. We got the ships. We got a stick. And we got lucky. We got a stick. We got some raw men. We got a book. Speaking of noodles, so this Indomie noodles, I finally found 2 new flavors today. It was beef and vegetable. So now I have tried beef, vegetable, and chicken. And chicken is by far the best one. God damn, it's much better. We got a ball.
Now when we have gambled, we can just leave this place to wherever the hell we were supposed to go. Monokuma, you son of a bitch.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I
But
don't
Makoto's supposed
believe it!
Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What would you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but this is the rule.
Making me angry!
So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko!
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to do.
What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that it matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trail yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you want an excuse to kill me.
In other words,
I was supposed to be the chosen as a blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Black and tried to execute him. You made a choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter Ego.
Alter ego?
You never imagined the possibility of being that would come to our aid, even after you kill it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makoro, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Black is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Black is me and not Makoto.
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Don't say it like that.
What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only one absolute truth. And now you try to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the spear you love so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
The spear can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I say you should take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makoro's trial all over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax. What did you say?
A fair trial, one last showdown, in other words. This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makoro's killer, of the mastermind himself. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Very.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does it mean you accept?
You guys!
If you do things your way, that'd be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Bear it!
His joke is unbearable. Ha ha. But this is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for the final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries.
That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'd be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mokoro's death and solve the mystery of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we uncovered every last truth, how will ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I honestly can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it is true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mokoro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mokoro's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations, which will have to mean whoever killed Mokoro.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game begins with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people who take a single step in those peaks since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Why'd it go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
What? Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. I'm just... You're really just gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go.
Okay. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as he walked away. And just like that, we were all out of the game. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Hello. Kyoko, thank you. I have everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet, the real battle is still ahead of us.
Yeah, true.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the Muscleman agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so...
They had no choice but to accept.
Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the Muscleman let their guard down, like I said.
So when was it that when the Muscleman let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Muscleman said? They say that they had hijacked the airways to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea is actually taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull out.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it in another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
so...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other.
They wanted to show the world.
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that.
Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely.
Prove a point.
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope Peak, right? A certain concept.
You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair.
What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. Is that the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would advise? That group whose only purpose and motivation come from despair?
But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet... That's the same motivation is what led the mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Yanko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use a class trial following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trail that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer.
But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire world outside, The Mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that the spear is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It will only be that the Mossman harm to have it shown that they violate their own regulations.
But all of that was a hunch, right? If you were still able to get the Mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got the chance, because you believed in me, another path opened up.
Still, I can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thought and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end though, I couldn't prove any of it, it was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
I am the ultimate gambler now. But it looks like I got it right, this time at least. I won the bet.
She let out a quick sigh, took it as a small sign of relief.
To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time.
I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiating and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy.
Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic. What the fuck?
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You're right. If we can't defeat the Mastermind, it costs us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the Mastermind.
Work together with everyone?
however,
Is that really possible?
Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others. Time to go home? You leaving us already? Okay. If that's what you're gonna do, really. Even the music stopped when you wrote that. Okay, bye, I guess. It was nice having you here. We'll be back. Okay, if you say so. Sinfully yours.
Howdy fucker!
Howdy on you. Comes in with the daily slime to 28. How are you? We are just super sad at the moment because Rainy wants to leave us. How is Sinfully?
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Okay. You're sleepy? Did you just wake up? Yeah. Oh. Did you have one good sleep? Where is she? No, not at all. Aww.
And suddenly we were greeted with... You again?
This is that 1 2 1 2 5 5.
Is he broken?
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. I got 3 threesomes in Act 61.
Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about.
I couldn't help but let out a sign of relief.
Ah,
Is that Makoto?
Is that the Izumo? With sending people to bed after they wake up? Oh no. A sumo with the daily slimes of 7. How are you?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
What if Makoto is a ghost? But we do have legs, so maybe we're not.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Thanks, bitch.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Oh my fucking god, Hiro. Of course he immediately left. Aww. Well, you tucked them in, so they must go to sleep.
Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived, and Byakuya was all there. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I ripped one. I started to tear up after that.
What?
Wait, what is that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away, shoo shoo.
And in a flash, my tears dried up. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone?
Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again.
And?
No dice. All rooms that were locked before were still locked.
So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we find new clues?
You stink. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you!
Rotten physically, mentally, every way can be rotten.
Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while.
This smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. Hi, Queen.
She seems happy for once, for some reason.
Yo!
Makoto! What was it like hanging out in the spirit world?
I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her?
Who?
Miss Cleo!
No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the hell is Miss Cleo?
I still can't believe you survived.
Yeah, me either.
Do you realize why it is you? Do you realize why it is you escaped execution?
It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not so many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was learning experience for you.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened to Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what? But it's okay that you're here. What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you.
I need you to tell her all about the last class trial.
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mokoro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you, for fuck's sake.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind. What? He's saying the mastermind killed Mokoro?
That's right.
It was an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But but his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't a Blacken, is a clear violation of school regulations. The rules state that only the Blacken is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
Is the mastermind and the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They have no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the time the mastermind that's a sneer. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
Welcome in, Calks. You come in and starting fights? That's messed up. How are you? Don't forget your daily slimes.
For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it later.
Thank you, Calks, for collecting daily slimes of 15.
So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makura, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct?
Thanks for reminding. Yeah, you seem so upset when you're missing all the time, saying, damn it, I forgot. Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything right.
Anyway,
You probably guessed it already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Everyone!
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with my master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle, a rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro, and all the school mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order.
Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So all we work together to search as hard as we can, I'm sure we solve all those mysteries.
I'm not sure about that.
Huh?
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hint?
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns anyway. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Havoc Peak since killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, Then the mastermind would have to have set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mokoro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set their foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part of the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There was 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mokoro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
that's right.
One of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious.
But wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It certainly is a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate spear. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible.
But if one of us was a mastermind, they have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely possible if they directed the flow of the conversation.
Well, maybe, but still.
Oh no!
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the doors.
That's fine.
The time for talk is down. Now we need to begin our investigation.
But
I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself and the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I will have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well done.
after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
My master. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye.
With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall.
And now she's gone. And you're gonna go by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Haina, and me.
You know,
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit part to figure out the mastermind's identity. Ho 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 ho.
Laughing loudly, Hyro left the dining hall.
Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves.
What about you, Haina?
I guess I do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
cause, I
But
mean,
up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useful. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that's help us all get out of here. So I'm going to go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
Hina was surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separate doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us.
I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should have seen it as our splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can go back together to share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have endless lists of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school has been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. I agree with Kyoko. Work alone. Okay.
We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary.
With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us.
Okay.
So that's what I have to prove. I have to prove the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this Cahool. And then we can all escape together. Investigate. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mokura Monokuma file. Due to explosion of the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They also had been struck in the head with an object about the thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but those were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mokuro Ikusaba, they really know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster rooms, the biolab, and the door to the data center with Monokuma face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the rooms, of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After all, I have to double check the areas that are connected to the murderer, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Nice.
Places to check has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh. Nah. Not that map. Penman's room, second floor dorms. Huh? Huh? Oh, we actually have... that makes things easier. Hello, Haina.
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto, are you here to look around too?
Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, I can't help but wonder what about the Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all doors in school have been unlocked, that one should open too, right?
But,
I thought I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? And that would really suck, so you open it.
I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like it was okay for me to getting blown. Okay, so I guess I'll open it.
Let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded.
Haina raced over to the nearby desk and hid underneath it.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was...
Wow, this place is totally sci-fi.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something.
Yeah, it kinda looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi would probably freak out if he saw it.
Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then, could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm just gonna start pushing buttons.
Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Haina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Haina, what did you push?
I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says data center.
Data center? I took a look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the rooms next to it. And just like Haina said, there was a labeled data center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center is right next door. The room we're just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'll probably go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please, I'm kinda scared out of my mind right now, so I just cheer you on from over here.
Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma?
Hello!
Hey!
Girl, give me all your donuts!
Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted! How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man.
We're seriously gonna push it. Anyway, I guess that settles. This room with the Monokuma drawing on it is the control panel inside.
She was gonna explode Monokuma for fun. Oh, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now?
Monokuma.
Huh? What do you mean?
What you were controlling us now, it was Monokuma.
Monokuma? What, for real?
Yep, it looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mossman has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mossman has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
Maybe the Mastermind can't monitor and control Monokuma at the same time.
Kyoko's fear was right.
But if the Mastermind been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right?
I guess that would have been true. But if that is true...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns anyway. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them high school students. And the only people that take a single step in Hope's Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students. What's up, Kyoko?
When the mastermind... Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is a 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Nice. Monokuma control room.
What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making.
Oh no, it's nothing.
Okay.
What about you? Is everything okay?
Oh well, it's just... This is where the Mossman been hiding, right? Who knows if this is traps or something?
I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true.
So, you wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out.
Yeah, good point. We can't waste our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going?
Yeah. What about this? What's wrong, Makoto? Hurry up and get out of here.
Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that?
Ah, the door. It just locked on its own.
What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Rattle, rattle. You're right, it locked, but why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fear, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Cause if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then that room.
Yep.
Yes, you must have guessed that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room.
yes indeed.
Correcto mundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there, we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as throughout as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way. The hatch in the floor?
I was trying. Too bad. That was your one big chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now that the room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The Mossman was hiding in there?
In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave,
Well, that hatch could have been opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
okay.
Anyway, we don't have time to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of this time we have left.
You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, is keeping my body.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later.
Hyena took off in a full sprint, and I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward, I think.
We've been to the data center. We can't go there anymore, right?
Definitely locked. I figured it would be able to get into the data center.
And there's another room here somewhere. Headmaster. I bet Byakuya is the headmaster. Oh.
Ah, it was. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this is my first time seeing it by myself.
Oh, Makoto, it's you.
Oh, Byakuya. There are trophies and even a shield on display in the case. Oh. There's documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's fine with some thick books.
So what's this?
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? I think I forgive that just because you.
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Oh, fuck you. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? And then he pulls out the trouser snake.
What do you mean, something interesting?
Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetic Accenture's desk.
Class 78 student registry.
It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. And that means me.
Wait, when we found Mukuro's file in Kyoko's room,
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Makoko got the page. Kyoko got the page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mokoro was a student here at Hope Peaks Academy, just like the rest of us.
Mukuro Ikosaba, the 16th student? Holy shit. That must be how Kyoko learned about it.
But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry.
Well, since she snuck in to get him, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point?
She was so much in a hurry, she only got the first page.
The first page?
Correct. Mokoro's profile actually contains 2 pages.
What?
so in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mokoro than we still didn't have.
What kind of information is it?
Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue.
I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mokuro reappeared suddenly in the background in an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it was, Mokuro definitely had some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mokuro's behavior too. I'm reading this in the wrong voice. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's in danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mokuro was part of Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't it mean Mokuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mokuro? Because even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mokuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mokuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto?
Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note.
What is it?
Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl, perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class of 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about the girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 67 pounds, and her lists her vitals 32, 22, 32. Well, what do you think?
She be hella thick. Are you asking me like if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you make your way back to the corpse and maybe you think, oh, that
Could be mean. Wait, he's trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mokuro's? Is that what he's saying?
Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but I wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What to do with that information is your business.
So I am going back to Byakuya's... I am back being Byakuya's errand boy. Nice.
Oh, and one last thing, and then he punches us. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention.
Advice for me? Welcome back, Rini, for the 5th time. How are you?
You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well.
It's not that we're getting along, she has done a lot to help me.
Well, don't put too much faith in her.
Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. Home so back for good? You don't have any work anymore? Oh, sorry to hear that.
What are you saying?
Just what I think. Call it a hunch.
A hunch?
But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will.
I keep it in mind, thanks. Class racer, apparently that's us.
So now you're not under camera surveillance anymore. I'm guessing. Hello, Toko.
Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
I am so disgusting. You want me out of your sight?
No, that's not all. It at all. I also thought maybe you found a clue.
Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not a single clue. I figured since this place was related to a case, we would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Gonna make myself some pasta for lunch. What kind of pasta? And are you gonna share? Give it back. Give me back my precious time.
You calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing.
Nobody's gonna say that.
Master will.
I'm not sure I can disagree with that.
I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me?
Oh well, I don't think there is any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going.
No. Probably Garden Rotini. Garden Rotini. Corkscrew pasta. I see.
There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. We found a clue in here, but it was just Mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. The cherry tree is full bloom. First we'll bang the drum, then we'll bang behind it. Huh? I can totally imagine Sakura out here using this to train. It turns out it wasn't a drum after all. That target seems pretty far away. I've been amazed to see what people can do with bow and arrow. Nice. The suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. It's very Japanese.
I think we take Garden last.
Well, I'm here in the bio lab. It's so fucking cold. It's like abnormally cold. My nips fell off. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies? Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. There's some kind of weird machine. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left, the right side hand lights are off.
So all the students has died, are they in here?
Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual.
We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethanol gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated system has activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, we can keep our body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer optional leather upholstery upgrade kit. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking at it, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. Nice. Biolab secret. About those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which means inside each of slot lit up in blue, another one of the victim is Biolab lights. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who died, and that's to defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other options. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Why don't you open one up? It's some kind of weird mechanic. The blue light and the glowing light and the light outside. So many lights. Holy fucking shit, let's get out of here. It's very spooky. Nyom. Nyom. Let's look at the nice body on the ground. Huh? It's gone. Mokuro's body. It's not here. Holy shit. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to the dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing, that tarp. Tarp played a key role in the case, so I better look into it. You mean this axe? It's a pickaxe. The handle says Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond! It's the same thing written on the back of Mondo's coat. The pickaxe is connected to Mondo's arm. Strange. The killer used a tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer must have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on the one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this already came from the Biolab. Nice. It's a lawnmower. I don't think it's related to the case. Why not? Oh, look at all those Rafflesias. That's all I need to check here. What about this one? The Monokuma flower is true. Does it really eat paper, plastic and people? Well, I don't think it's related to the case, so I keep my distance. There are still just 4 chicken left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Then we ran to the biolab once again. It's okay. That's enough. Didn't you want to look at something here? A stack of top. Seeing this a lot lately. What the fuck? Huh. That's a pool. It was worth a shot. There's nothing here. Huh. This is the second floor. So, where is the... Oh, there it is. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. I found him. This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like an ancient ruins. Oh no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here or something. Are you okay in there? Oh. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Nice. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside and immediately closed again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Right. Yeah. I believe. This is a girl's bathroom, even in a place like this. I can't bring myself. Motherfucker. Oh, this is a restricted area nobody has been to. Should we investigate? No. Why are there butt plug lamps in the ceiling? I don't know. Are those fishes alive? A horse! This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope Peak students who came before us. The class before us must have used these lockers. There's metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Nice. Okay, there's two here. I can't imagine any way to get this locker to open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. Must be how you used to get the locker open after all. I'm pretty similar to the card readers for this locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your handbooks to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's see, give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... No luck. Maybe only the locker owner can open it. Which means none of us can do it. Oh, some more money. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. I'm guessing that, yeah, they say all the same thing. Beep. Let's go through locker. Ay, ay, ay. I can't abandon locker. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Oh. Nice. There's a thing there. Rattle, rattle. I think we checked everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yup. The last rooms. Hello. It's awfully clean.
This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room.
Kyoko, that scared the shit out of me.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time.
Huh, I regret? There's a PC on the desk. It must belong to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looked like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it.
Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though, nothing we don't really already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead it points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sort of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is, not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best I could have done to complete... Best he could do as a complete kitty feeler.
But any information about the head mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth saying like bullet second.
The desk is a home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Nice. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. There's a strange gap in the wall. It's some kind of design mistake or just a construction defect or something.
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming through.
A breeze?
indeed.
This is likely an open space on this other side of this wall.
Open space, does that mean... You mean like a hidden room?
I think I might know how to open it.
You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes, so easy. I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know, it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there.
You're right, it's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork and files on the PC. Everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this...
Jeez. There's a hidden room she can't get into, that's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more than that to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, I need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No way, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have think of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Oh! I'm sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as a password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it at least, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want.
Okay. Instead of trying the password, we play some Dota instead. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, it might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong.
Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in the full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were very tense, slightly trembling, and they were leaking of sweat. And as I finished typing it in... Beepgren. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko.
It's a present!
Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on one thing. A present, wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I better check out the suspicious present before I do anything else. Fine. It's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto.
Why? You think it's dangerous?
No, not dangerous, but surprisingly, probably.
Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see.
Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay?
Are you saying it's something that make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. And I did scream. It was naked pictures of Hifumi. What the hell? Step by step, heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then I opened the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoto's voice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Hello! What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped all nice and I would never guess what was inside. Human bones? Just as you thought, how could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body.
That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box.
My father.
Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father.
He was pretty small, Kyoko, are you sure? He could even fit inside a box?
Or at least what's left of him.
Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Oh, hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. He lost a lot of weight?
Yeah.
So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all of these. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game was us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway.
As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility, but I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said that she wanted to see her father, so she could cut off all ties. But with all that was that all there was to it?
Don't look at her underoos! I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope Peaks, I had to reveal myself. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirikiri detective would never do.
Would you really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Nice. Hidden room present. The headmaster's desk is probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like.
Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't.
Okay then, if you don't mind. Snoopy. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh, is this? It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster? I'm assuming that's what that is.
I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might be proven useful if we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it?
But Kyoko...
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, I'll go ahead and leave it here.
Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Headmaster's ebook. We're getting so many random things.
This is a filing cabinet that looks like the kind of place you find a clue. You should probably look inside. But I don't think Kyoko will like Han.
Hey,
It's fine, check whatever you want.
Are you sure?
Okay.
I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, and all I found was piles and piles of piles and old documents. He was pretty dedicated to the job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't have handled a job like this, he could have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate.
This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is that a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
Oh!
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now?
Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he abandoned me again, and this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father?
Kyoko. Nice.
Photo of Kyoko and headmaster.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto.
Huh.
Can I ask you a favor?
A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it's only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave? Could you please fuck off?
Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit.
Kyoko.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a
I need to
second.
get my emotions in order. I'm being hysterical at the moment.
You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your father. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul, but...
Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I got myself under control, I returned to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself.
Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Is she really okay, Kyoko? It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Oh! To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father, they killed him. The headmaster is dead.
The ones leading people, big step. The one who finally supplying to isolate you was the whole Pig's headmaster. So that's the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all of these. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... I'm not reading that again.
That's like the 6th time we have to read that.
Fifteen of us met in the main hall, then add Mokoro to the mix and you get 16. Because 15 plus 1 is 16. I am that great at math. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she undeniably dead. So the ones still alive are me, Byakuya, that guy, Toko, Haina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Can we do the bed? No, we can't. Let's go back to the lockers. Oh. Hello. Let's start opening, I guess. I wonder if I can open this locker. There's a card reader. There must be some how to get the locker open. Also, it's pretty similar to the card readers of the locker rooms of the second floor at school. And you have to use your e-handbooks to open us up. So that's mean. Well, let's give it a try. I took out my handbook to read it, and then no luck. Maybe only locker owners can open, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Let's give it a try. Then swipe it, you bastard. I took the emergency handbook and ran it across the corridor and... beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what's inside. The locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has an organization problem in every part of their life. He didn't have to roast the person. Looks like hero sphinx. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever had used this locker. It's just not possible. And this is a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, are those used to tell fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There are all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual as natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks and saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness may have been evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes from a variety of different classes, which could mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Nice. Locker notebook. Next one. Beep. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Beep. This thing is practically empty. I only see one piece of candy. It's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's something written inside, it could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope Peaks into a shelter and isolate the students here in communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster, my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Hear what he said.
The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only the genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our whole world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from this corrupted world to serve as a foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have, and I hope that you will be able to willing to go along with this plan. So that is what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father.
This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Yoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little.
I decided to talk to him, talk to the one who came up with this plan directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster, my father.
What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages and opened, and I must have been looking for something that could prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the written here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. But the more I see, the less sense it makes, because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people? A notebook that seems to like it belongs to Hiro, and a Pokeball that seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone. Next locker. Looks like the locker open, now sees what's inside. Don't see anything that could be a clue. Next locker. Beep. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Next locker. Beep. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. That's all.
Oh no!
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard?
Or hardly
Is your
working.
investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Yay.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Huh? What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about it. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... He said go to the game, right? Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto! Why do you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him. What did he say? He said sorry, but why? I gotta go. Hiro, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. He has been hiding something this whole time. That bastard. Oh!
welcome, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
An envelope? Huh. This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic word didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well.
Who is this guy in the middle?
It was everyone who'd come to Hope Peak at the same time as me.
We are not in the picture. Oh.
Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mokuro Ikusawa. Then this girl is... What why? Why is Mokuro here with everyone else? And even more than that. Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. He's not there. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I am not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but that first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope Peaks Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in this picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep on rambling? Soliloquy of yours, Hamlet.
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out!
But
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mysteries would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Free.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Nice.
Group photo has been added to the Truth's bullet.
So in the end, all I found in the game was even more confusion. And with that confusion in my hand, I left the game dejected. And a bit erect. How does this count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that?
I don't know, Byakuya still looks kinda dead to me.
Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. That should clear it all up. No, I have to clear it all up.
Oh, we need to go find people. Okay, let's go for Haina first.
Oi! You. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you.
Oh, Makoto. Sorry, gotta go.
What? She ran off so fast I didn't have time to ask her to stop. Hi now. Why? Why won't you talk to me?
Where is the... Okay, here's another one. Byakuya, coming to kick your ass. Oh, there's a letter here. Hello, woman lawyer. And thank you for daily slime of 9. How are you? And welcome.
Maybe this letter was part of Monokuma's setup too. Maybe he wants us to find it and act upset and crazy. I'm sure anyone watching the broadcast will just eat that kind of drama out.
Omen layer. Yeah. You will get that W one day.
Ho ho. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we were friends.
Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't, he just walked away. What the fuck? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Is it because I haven't showered yet after sitting in the trash for all day?
Oh.
Hero. Hey, Hero.
Oh, Makoto.
What's going on with you? Every time I see you freak out like that.
No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry.
Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him until a notebook I found. It was like he was trying to avoid me, like he was afraid of me. Why?
Winnie, Winnie, Winnie. Rinny. Maybe now she will appear.
I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and that's the first thing I saw when I got there. A dead person.
Hi, Winnie. Omen wants to get your attention, seems.
Was her pass out again? Togo?
Oh no, you lost.
It's open. Oh, but Toko.
Fine.
Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Wow.
So Winnie wakes up and shows violence? Yeah. Classic Winnie. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Oh, then what? Then bothered. Straight up horny.
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What you do to Miss Morose?
Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo, Bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separated.
You SOB!
And don't say it's like it's a bad thing, it's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Cause even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory.
Oh no, it's more like half.
You understand Jack's memory. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I slit your throat.
I don't know, I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere, doing his own investigating.
Yes, yes.
By himself?
I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire.
I knew it, I totally knew it, a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I got to hurry, I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. No, I was talking to Ryan. Next thing I know, Ness is right in my ear because you were talking to me. Ah. Classic Ness.
Togo shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Yen and Jack anyway. Besides, I have some more important things to do. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it.
The body?
The fridge is open. I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here.
That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it?
Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry I made you worry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room.
Oh yeah,
It would seem...
It's a morgue.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge and seen what was in there. And well, there you have it.
You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Jens and Jack came running past me. I assumed he must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there...
That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everyone got to be so difficult for her?
Anyway...
Anyway, should close it up. I don't want to leave it hanging open like that.
Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand.
Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe you should wait a second before closing it.
How come?
Because Mokuro's body is in there.
Mokuro's corpse? Mokuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Masterman probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial.
The Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't have a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Kyoko definitely touches corpses, yeah.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail.
Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over here? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Just wait over there, that's it. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she is in it too. Don't let me interrupt you in the investigation, but I want to talk to you about something.
What is it?
It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier.
You mean that about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on that offer.
Why not?
Because...
The only reason he gave us a hint is to point... At this point, it would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whether hints he may have to offer.
That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the Mastermind forge the picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. It's a fridge meant to storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. It's the same.
Because
I've already looked through this instruction manual, more importantly. On the left side there's a bunch of blue. And this has not
it
blue.
would seem
It would seem the blue light comes on when the slot is occupied.
So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are including Mokuros, there's 9 in total. 9! 9 lights? Biolab lights has been updated. You see this tarp somewhere else. It's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember that tarp, I had a stamp that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that we used to help camouflage the murder of the garden. At some point someone got it to Biolab and took it over. Tarp.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done.
Already? Jeez, that was fast. That was he said.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I make my report brief.
So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I pay careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, but it seems highly likely that the stomach wound is and blown to the back of the head were inflicted after death.
Really?
The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but it's completely confident in my findings.
So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is these other wounds, but the file says they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old?
Because
All this, the Monokuma file says they were inflicted at least several days ago.
I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense. Consider the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder.
Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can't allow it at one of the many possibilities, can you?
One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer to it from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins to imagine as many possible scenarios as he can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, I'm telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve the particular mystery, you can keep it in mind for the future. Nice.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time.
Come to think, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Koro's profile, it listed her weight, height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 67 pounds, well, vitals were 32, 22, 32. Did I get that right?
You remember all that?
They are indeed consistent with the corpse.
So then,
indeed,
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo, there's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikosaba.
And
Is that all you want to ask?
Yeah, I think so.
So then,
It looks like we have no further business with Makoru's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chill in here.
Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sam? Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair.
But she still got killed, she's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase reap what you sow?
Well, yeah, but still.
You really are naive, you know that. It's really quite appalling.
But you could have abandoned me, but you decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigation, yeah?
Hold on. Still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. If I don't do it now,
But then talk to her.
hey Kyoko, I did one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead and out with it.
Have you really not seen your dad ever since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean?
Well, I know all this locker on the second floor in the dorms.
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need a handbook of whoever the locker belongs to.
Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers?
I found the pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to the area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have been access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in the locker?
Everything you said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could it mean the video is real too?
Video?
Makoto,
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal the cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid the picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined.
But what are you talking about?
I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you said with my own two eyes.
Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook, that's where you can...
so,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it seems that it's my locker.
Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch this, it all makes sense.
A DVD? And it says Class 78, urgent interviews.
so,
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you realize exactly what it means. You understand why you found my pocketbook in a place no one else has ever seen before.
None of us makes sense right now, but I guess it means there's some important clue in this DVD. Nice.
Makoto,
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me, Rambo?
No. Rambo?
in other words,
So it turns out the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings.
You're talking about your dad, right?
I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life.
And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness.
I
I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that.
Kyoko's eye burned with the fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind.
It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father has found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess.
She let out a small laugh as she said that. But her smile was filled with sorrow.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my test complete.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst,
What do you mean?
Makoto.
even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope.
Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know?
Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. See you in the classroom. Bye.
Leaving behind the final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get myself going. I got that DVD. I should head to the ab room to check it out. Kyoko said something about the truth. Now, no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose.
Oi. Let's see, it should be here. Let's watch a movie.
They should be playing DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. Now I am a player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the blank of the monitor. Then after 2 hours, I realized I had to turn on the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like eternity.
Greetings and salutations. Hello, Kiyotaka Ishimaru. And greetings to you too, and welcome. How are you?
And then all of a sudden, an image appeared.
You can call me Taka. I'm good. Okay, I will try and remember that.
Is it Sayaka? It took me total surprise. I haven't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
Nay. The voice I heard was the one positioned on the side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
Just think of Taka from this game and you got me with the same user. Yeah, I think there was a Taka somewhere. The rules guy, right?
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point.
Do you know what Updog is?
There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Oh no, if they're going to through everyone, we have to remember all the voices. What the hell was her voice? You want me to accept that?
Sayaka was obviously at total loss. It made total sense who could agree to spend the rest of their life in school.
We haven't made her voice in months. Holy fuck.
When did we start playing this?
I accept.
What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Yippee!
As in cue, the video was cut. There was a lot I hadn't understood up to now, but only this. I simply can't comprehend what I've heard. because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And I was confused before, but the song next pushed me right over the edge. Hello! Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly undeniable me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. Had no memory of ever meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down talking to him
Now,
like this.
shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Oh. Once again, the video cut. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Haina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in the school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope Peaks Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke! Out of service! What? It just happened to break just now?
Too bad.
No, then when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Haina? Yeah, the Haina. Failure, my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watch the whole thing, it just be more of the same. He asked them the question and they all said yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exaggerated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I think that too. But when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation from myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school and I couldn't remember my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome, something that seemed obvious work of favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have they all forgotten or... Nice. The trial is about to begin.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end.
Oh?
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start.
Oh.
There is no night that doesn't have a dawn.
Oh.
Although that dawn is totally pitch black.
Oh.
There is no storm that won't eventually end.
Oh.
Of course, then that leads to drought.
Ooh.
But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning.
Yippee.
Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Everyone gathers at the gym. And Monokuma is like, what the fuck?
It's about to begin again. The class trail is going to start. The final class trail. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are all on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end.
Oh. We are going to continue. We're just taking a break because we're going for 3 hours. Oh! Take a little leg stretcher and moisten yourself, and we will be back in soon. Yeah, be right back.